a girl running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
AM 1420 WIMS, Talk of the South Shore. Okay, Big George, say hi to Nick. Nick, say hi to George.
Nick,
George, good morning.
how's things up north?
Things are great. How are things over by you?
By you.
You know what? If the weather gets any better, I'm going to get my bathing suit out.
Oh, I don't know, George, if we want to see that, young man.
Hey, it's a what do you call them? A thong.
Yeah. Well, listen, could you imagine Big George, Ric Federighi next to Big George? Nick would be the one that would have to be like pose in front of us for the WIMS WHFB calendar. I think that'd be good.
Or I could get in front of you two and they couldn't see either one of you.
Yeah, it's true. It puts a smile on my face, everybody. You know, it's funny you bring up the weather because this morning, for whatever reason, I always have a jacket in my car and I always have like a backup jacket. I have no jacket in the office. I have no jacket in the car, no jacket in the back. And it was totally, I'm just going to say this and excuse me for anybody that may be offended, but it was nipply outside. I mean, it is
a little chilly.
Yeah.
I never get cold. I got enough insulation on me, it doesn't matter.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Nick, we're going to start with you. How are gas prices in Southwest Michigan? Are they pretty decent?
Yesterday actually got gas last night, $2.29.
Okay, I was $2.23. George, in Lake County, Indiana, what's going on there? What are you thinking?
$2.19, $2.20, right in that ballpark, same.
Okay.
But they're doing the 10 cent a gallon in Indiana now.
And explain that a little bit to everybody on WIMS and
The
WHFB.
state legislature is voting on a 10 cent a gallon tax for road repairs.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not bad when you're paying $1.90. You think, $2, not bad. We used to pay $4, you know.
I'm with you on that. And quite honestly, for a guy that travels between Chicago, Indiana, and Michigan daily, I'm like 7 days a week, I don't mind because brutal all along the roadways. And it's only going to get worse. So I don't mind 10 cents, you know.
Well, I tell you, my business thrives on those potholes. I love those potholes. The rougher the railroad tracks, the better. It makes more front end parts bend and break and fall off, and we make a lot of money off of the neglect of the roads in Indiana and Illinois.
Look at that.
Across, honest, I love it.
That's a sad thing to say, but it's true. The roads here in Cook County, oh my God.
You know,
They're
if you
terrible.
kind of just think about it this way, the 10 cents tax, nobody obviously wants to pay more for anything. More money, just, you know, everyone wants the more money you have, the better, obviously. But if they were to hike gas 10
that's
cents.
a dirty word, though, tax. Every time they say that word, people cringe.
Have we not had gas hike on us 10 cents, though, over the past, just let's say 5-10 years, anyways, at any given time? So if you say, okay, well, at least this 10 cents is going to this, compared to gas
exactly.
is now
If they earmark
10 cents
it,
more
but they earmarked the casino funds, and they earmarked a lot of lottery. And you know what? If that 10 cents goes into road repairs, I'm all for it. But if it goes into hiring consultants to talk about road repairs, then I got a problem.
Okay. All right. So hold that thought because everything is Fabulous Friday with Federighi, Cone, and Big George. I want to throw this out there on WHFB AM 1060 and on AM 1420 WIMS every Saturday, 10 a.m. Central on IMS, 11 a.m. Eastern on WHFB. This guy, Big George, along with Nick Cohn, Ricky Federighi, Jackie Beisel, Tim Saldana, Big Chuck, the great engineer. Talk about your show. What's coming up this week there, Big George?
Oh, I'm telling you. The whole Takata airbag thing, just when you thought it should be cut and dried and over and people's cars are getting fixed, first of all, people's cars aren't getting fixed. And the New York Times did a study, and they broke out with a report. There were car manufacturers that actually knew about the Takata airbag and kept stuffing them in the dash.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is not good. I'm going to report all about it tomorrow. There's at least 4 that they're positive of the car makers. So if they're 4, you know they all knew.
So
they just kept buying those airbags because they were cheap. Takata was selling them cheap. They're dangerous, but who cares? They're cheap, and they're putting them in your car.
Now, is that something that somebody could do jail time for, or is that I don't want to give away all the information for tomorrow, but that's like a jailable offense if you're doing something like that.
Absolutely, and you know what? They've already got a couple of guys from Takata that are going to jail. There's a couple guys from Volkswagen that are getting slapped in jail in South Korea. I'm pretty sure you never get out of those. I'm not sure, but that wouldn't be a good place to go to jail. But what is going to happen to our car executives that knew about this debacle? Oh, my God, I can't wait to find out. I'm telling you.
All right. Wow. I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, 928 Car Guys is the number to call in, no matter if you're in WHFB or WIMS territory. Along with that, we'll be checking in tomorrow during George's hour on the air on both WIMS and WHFB. Top of the hour for a solid 6 during the CBS News. We will be checking in live from the Builders Association of LaPorte County, where we've got our big VIP event coming up this evening. And then, of course, this whole weekend is free. 80 plus vendors, so we'll be out there checking in during George's Big Car Guy hour. But then we're going to be hanging loose in a solid hour after that, and it's packed. Not only do I have my big VIP event tonight, not only do I have the big event coming up Saturday morning, I beeline Big George and Nick from the Blue Chip Casino in the Stardust Event Center area. I have to make it within a couple of hours to a sold-out daddy-daughter dance for 500 little ones. And we're doing that in the west suburbs of Illinois, right outside Chicago.
Wow,
yeah.
You're going to be flying tomorrow.
Dude, here's what happens. It's my in-laws' 60th wedding anniversary. God bless you, Irma and Enrique. And Norma, my wife, is going to be handling that side of the family, so at least I get to miss out on that.
When you go to this builders thing tomorrow, they're not going to let you anywhere near the power tools, are they?
No, dude, you should see Ric Federighi. Now, ask Nick Cohn. I have such a good time. I'll try out anything. I'll build anything as long as there are people around me. But what I love about it, though, Big George, is that you could, I tell people, bring your pictures of your outsides, your insides. They've got everything from roofing to building additions to, leaks. I mean, like everything, cabinets, fire pits. I mean, everything and anything for the house.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that really is.
Yeah, it is.
And it's free to
I don't know,
attend.
Nick. What do you think about Rick with a bandsaw or something, or a power saw?
I'm the guy that shoots the nail guns when I'm on the job site and knocks down cans. So I have zero room to talk.
Jesus.
Can I tell you something? I'm just going to throw this out there. Good visual. Ric Federighi and a tool belt, people. Come on.
Oh, my.
Come on.
and a power saw with fingers flying in the air.
It is so funny because
WIMS calendar for next year.
Yeah, or a WHFB one, and yours truly will be on that along with Nick and George. I will tell you, it's funny because my father, God rest his soul, no longer with us. He would, help me out with different projects, and he was awesome. My brothers, both Scotty and Marco, awesome. Norma, my wife, could kick my butt in doing projects. You know what I'm good at? Cooking stuff on the grill and blending drinks up for people. That's what I'm good at.
Well, you're important too. That's important.
Yeah. Big George. Okay, Big George, here's the question. You have two people that you could have in front of you. The guy that makes the food and the drinks killer, or the person that fixes your house?
Oh, give me the food and drinks every time. The house can wait.
Nick Cohn, how about you?
House is just a house. You got to live in the now. I go with the food and the drink.
Wow, I love you two. Big hugs.
He's the guy that shoots the nail gun, remember. Don't trust him.
Oh, I do. You know what, I got to tell you, for the time that Nick has been up at WHFB, he has done such an awesome job of clearing out the outside. Thanks to Scotty and the crew for helping us as well. And I have to tell you, it looks beautiful. And someone actually made that comment to me the other day because we're sprucing it up there, doing some stuff over here, tweaking the technical side of life so we could do great shows like Big George. And Big George, by the way, the Region Rides dude, we share that Facebook Live on WIMS, WHFB. So it is awesome.
Oh, I'll tell you, we looked over it afterwards. It all looks really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I got the new Region Rides magazine I'm going to send up to you Monday.
Yeah, hello. Everybody's asking me for them, so I need a big stack, and Nick needs a stack.
Okay, I got a huge stack for both of you. You'll be fine.
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah, and our advertisements in there, and WHFB and WIMS is in there, man. We're rocking.
You're awesome. You are my hero. Woo! All right, George. We will talk to you. We'll see you on the dial, and we'll hear you on the dial on both WIMS and WHFB tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. on WIMS, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on WHFB. On the live stream, WIMSradio.com, WHFBradio.com, free TuneIn radio app, Facebook Live with Big George the Carguy, WIMS, WHFB. Come on, people. What more can you ask
for? It's a good time.
Ace. Thanks, George. AM 1420 WIMS Michigan City, a Girard Media Company, streaming live at WIMSradio.com.